Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are coming from the last episode, we were just looking for a place to build, kind of just chatting, enjoying ourselves. I am back now. I've kind of explored a little bit, not found anything too crazy. I did find this sign which kind of tells you directly where to go, where something like a village or a structure or anything like that, a mine shaft, anything special. It's just telling you where it is and how many blocks away it is. Just like the last episode, I do have some goals for this episode. I would obviously like to find a build location. I would like to find a dog or a cat along my way, whether that be swinging through a village and picking up a cat or running into a wolf and taming it. I would like to do that as well. And if all works out, I would like to find some iron. It doesn't have to be anything serious. Even just a single piece would be very nice. It's just I would like to get started on upgrading my tools to iron tools, or maybe even making some armor that would protect me on this long journey. Now, I know last episode we kind of did like an introduction and a bunch of chatting and stuff like that. I stated that I give myself a couple of days in between recording and voiceovers. I've kind of been thinking about it, and obviously this episode is also going to be a voiceover because I did have the first episode and the second episode already pre-recorded before I even bothered doing this voiceover. I would kind of like to set up my mic and go ahead and record while I also talk to you guys. So instead of doing a voiceover, I'll just go ahead and record as I speak to you. If you think that would be a good idea, drop it in the comments below. Most likely, I will go ahead and test that out for the third episode and see how I like it, if I like it at all. And if I do, wonderful, that's probably what we'll stick with unless you guys state otherwise. It's just the giving me a couple of days and then doing the voiceover. It's not that much work, but I would like to be able to release these videos a lot sooner than what it seems it is going to be like. It also just makes it easier for me because then I don't have to try and schedule when to do the voiceovers over the videos. But yeah, so I guess we'll do a little bit of a catch up. Not much has really happened since the last episode was voiceovered. We've been fishing a lot, to be honest. It's really nice out here in North Carolina, and there's a lot of fishing spots around that are extremely nice. I haven't fished since I was like 9, and I'm 26 now, so it's been quite a bit. And same with my fiance. He doesn't fish often, but he's for some reason really gotten into it lately, which is fantastic because I have as well. So we will definitely be out fishing a lot more this summer and everything. I would like to do a little bit more research and kind of figure out if what I'm doing wrong that's causing me not to catch these fish that I'm so excited about, and kind of just ask a bunch of people like what they use, because we've gone fishing like 3 or 4 times and haven't caught anything, and we're doing it just to relax and have fun. But not gonna lie, I do leave a little bit disappointed every time because I would like to catch at least one fish or at least feel bites, which I really don't think that I am. If you guys have actually been watching the video, I did pass a wolf. I didn't have enough bones to tame him. I don't think I even had a single bone. I was following that sign that said 500 blocks, there's something special here. I think it might be that shipwreck. Not 100% positive, but I'm going to assume it's the shipwreck, and I'm going to go ahead and check it out. I, of course, want to grab these beetroots. I want to break down a lot of these crates so that it doesn't take up as much space. Any type of plant that I pass, I want to pick it up if I don't already have it. Any type of fruit tree, anything like that, I want to pick it up because I really want to get into the cooking aspect that is in this game. It's very intense. Like I said in the last episode, I have a bunch of different delights, and I've kind of been playing around with them in like a little tester world just to see like if they work properly, if I'm actually going to enjoy them and such like that, and I am absolutely loving these delights. I might be adding those to every single series that I play without fail, just because it's a lot of fun. It adds a lot of items into the game, and it adds a lot of things that I can do just to relax. Crafting in this game is just very relaxing to me. Figuring out recipes and stuff like that is just very relaxing to me. And also, it's really fun to make like sushi in the game, because I absolutely adore sushi, or to make like little jellies and jams and sandwiches and like cute little iced teas and stuff are adorable, and I enjoy that. So that's why I wanted to do that. I believe that I am probably going to save any treasure maps that I find personally. I'm going to save them until I have found a place to settle, and then I will probably do an entire episode where I go searching for these treasure maps. Just because it's one of those things where, like, you never know how much you can find in those chests. You could find, like, 10 items, or you could find, like, 1 item. And I really don't want to be in the middle of exploring and find a chest and find, like, 10 items that I absolutely want and not be able to get because I don't have any space in my inventory. So, yeah. Let me turn off my phone. I am learning from the last voiceover, I'm telling you. So yeah, we're just going to swim around. We're going to see what we come across and what we find. That's really nice that I'm finding another portal already. Hopefully I find something good. I mean, I did find the iron, so I can already go ahead and check that off of my list of things to do. I don't really like gold tools personally. Apologies. Personally, I don't like gold tools. They're not the best. Same with the armor, but I'll take it because it has mending on it. And I will happily use it because I do not have anything else. So, Frostwalker, definitely not my favorite thing to have on boots, but I don't remember the last time I used it. So, I'm going to use it and see what happens. Again, treasure maps, I'm going to save those. I don't really think I need obsidian just yet, but I'm definitely taking these iron nuggets. And of course, I always forget that I need to breathe in this game. I have a bad habit of going to like the bottom of the ocean and being down there for, ever, and dying quickly because I decided to swim to the bottom. So that little jump cut there was just because I didn't really find anything else that was super amazing. But I did find this really cool biome, and it's a bunch of different maple trees. There's like, orange, red, yellow, super pretty. Also, this biome that I'm currently standing in is some kind of like pumpkin biome or something. There's like a bunch of these giant pumpkins everywhere, and they're made up of little pumpkins, so I'm pretty sure if you break it, there's like 64 pumpkins in it. But there's pumpkins literally everywhere. I believe there's oak trees everywhere, but they have like a different color on their leaves. But I did check, they are definitely oak trees. There's toadstools. There's these cute little ferns that I'm not going to be able to get until I get some iron to make shears. But I'll definitely be coming back because they are adorable. I was hoping that if I got into the center of the pumpkin that there might be something special in them, but sadly there is nothing. But I will happily take as many pumpkins as I can, just because I would like to make things like pumpkin pie. I would like to plant the pumpkins. I think it would be really cute to have like a pumpkin patch wherever I decide to build. But also, you can make the jack-o'-lanterns. You can make the pumpkin heads for when you go to the end, I believe. I know I've seen someone where they wore the pumpkin head, and it made it to where the Endermen didn't want to attack them, even if they looked at them. So, I definitely want to collect some pumpkins for that, just because I do plan on exploring the end a lot more since I've never been. I would like to explore every inch of it, to be honest. Especially because I believe I have better end. I think. I'm not 100% certain. Like I said, all of that stuff will be down in the description. I know I said that in the first episode. I'm not sure if I'm going to add the mod pack at the bottom of each episode. But yeah, I'm kind of showing off what I had found in the ship. I had found the treasure map. I had grabbed the smithing templates, which I've never had before, so that's a really cool addition. And I found a village. and a guy who has a trident. And of course, for some reason, I totally believed that I could defeat him with absolutely zero armor other than some golden boots and I think a golden helmet. I was really trusting my abilities, and they weren't there. So I was about, a really long walk away. So I just did a jump cut because I'm not having you guys walk me through that entire, adventure all over again. You already got to see it, so, or at least the majority of it. So I'm not walking you through that again. I also found these structures on the way to the village. They're kind of like ruined temples in a way. Usually they're in the ocean, but these ones spawned on land and in the ocean, so I get to check them out without having to go in there. That's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my axe, and the Wixie charms, I believe, is for I don't remember. There's like I don't even know. I don't remember what it looks like, but there's like a little creature in the R's mod that I have that you have to use those charms in order to summon. I haven't gotten to see one yet, but I do know that they do exist and that you do have to use those charms to summon them. I'm going to go ahead and check this spot as well. I'm pretty sure there is supposed to be a chest in every one of these little buildings. So I am going to dig for the chest because I know it can sometimes spawn under stuff. And there it is, just like I said. So we're going to go ahead and break this. We're going to check this chest as well, even though I know for a fact I don't have space for any of this stuff. I am definitely going to grab this map, and I'm going to grab this Starbuncle token, because this will allow me to summon it. So even though I don't have space, we are going to go ahead and get rid of this Crimson Fungus, because I'm probably going to get more of those when I do go to the Nether. There are more buildings down there, and I am going to go ahead and not visit those. I'll visit those later, just because I don't want to die when I literally just did that trek to get here. Which, to be honest, I do have it set to where I can turn the game into creative mode. That is mainly just because I will occasionally get stuck in places and can't get out of them, and it can cause my game to crash and such. So I decided I'll go ahead and make it to where I can use creative if need be. I will not use it to cheat, of course, so I will not use it to get any tools or any items or anything like that. I'll probably mainly use it for building on occasion if need be, or getting out of tight spaces, or in this case when I died and was 3,000, 4,000 blocks away, I can go ahead and teleport myself to my death spot or anything along those lines, just because I would like this world to be very traveled. And I don't know about anyone else, but I don't want to travel 10,000 blocks, die, and have to walk 10,000 blocks again. So I did go ahead and allow it to where I can jump into creative. This world's, this village and this world is absolutely magnificent. I know this village is a little bit messy. There's a lot of issues, a lot of things that can be changed. Hello, kitty cat. There's a lot of things that need to be changed, but I kind of like where this village is located. I like the fact that there's a lot of buildings, which means there's a lot of villagers, which means I'm not going to have to breed as many villagers. I'm also noticing that there is a lot of different kinds of villagers here, so a lot of the types that I need I can already check off. I don't have any space in my inventory for things either, which makes it kind of hard to... Excuse me. I am extremely tired, and I do have coffee in my system, but it is getting late as well, so pre-warning, might yawn quite a bit. I don't have space in my inventory, and there's a lot of things that I want to pick up. Well, we're in a village. It's a decent sized village. It's in a good place. I don't have inventory space. Might as well stay here. That way I can go ahead and have all of the items. I can have a nice village, and I can go ahead and tear this village apart and make it the way I want it to be. So we're going to go ahead and clean up our inventory a bit, just so we can go around and explore these houses and go ahead and take all of their items. It would be nice if I can go ahead and trap some of these villagers as well, but I'm not 100% certain that I'm going to get to that this episode. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and take some of this stuff, just so that I know I've already been here and already snagged what I needed. I do not need a crafting table. I'm pretty sure I already have one. I wouldn't be surprised if I have more than one, just because I tend to collect things that I do not remember if I have or not. I went ahead and set my respawn point at that bed. Just in case something happens, I know I will respawn back at the building instead of all the way 4,000 blocks away at the starting biome, because that would suck. I think this village is decently sized on the map as well. It looks like a good location on the map, so I am 100% staying here. I know I keep saying, I think this is the village, I think this is the village, but this is the village. It's very pretty. I'm picking up all these flowers just because I would like to cross them off my list and know that I've already picked them up and I've gotten the recipes that are necessary with them. Lavender is absolutely gorgeous. I especially love the white lavender, but I think I want to have some of the purple lavender around. I'm not quite sure what I'm wanting to go with for the theme of the village. I think I'm leaning more towards like the cottage core, so I'll be using a lot of spruce, probably a lot of cherry, a lot of leaves. I think as for the flower colors, I might use roses or lavender, maybe even peonies. I will definitely be bringing in the like blue orchids and the lily of the valleys, just because those are my two favorite flowers, and probably the tiny little cherry blossoms that are all over the ground, and maybe even those wildflowers. I do know that in this mod pack as well, the like Biomes of Plenty or whatever biome one that I do know that they have like little yellow flowers that almost look like daisies as well. This butthead won't go in this building. I need the cartographer to actually go in here so that I can trap him. And I apologize, but I'm going to take a couple of seconds to try and get him in this building. And I'm probably going to fail miserably because for some odd reason, the autonomy on these villagers is insane. They're so stubborn. I think another one is, yep, yeah, see, I was trying to get that one villager and instead got a different villager and didn't catch him in time. So, watch as I just struggle to trap him. $2,000 later, and I finally got him trapped. Boy, that took forever. And if it weren't for the fact that I want to build a village with all the village types, I would have just said forget it and just not bothered trapping him. I just would have let the zombies or whatever get a hold of him. But I do want to trap each of the villager types, so I guess I can cross cartographer off my list and not have to worry about him again. That's my bed. Well, it's fine. He can stay in here. I'll just take my bed back and take a little nap while he chills in here. Honestly, baby villagers, they're both like creepy and cute at the same time. Like, it's adorable that they jump on the bed. It's adorable, like the noises they make, but it's creepy as well because they just appear out of nowhere and they will like sometimes follow you, and the way they run reminds me of a baby zombie and it just freaks me out. So I know I'm being a little bit quieter in this video. I'm debating, testing out the whole I talk in short bursts and then I go quiet and just allow the sound of the game to be what you hear, just because I know personally that there is a lot of times where the talking can get on my nerves, especially if I don't care for the person's voice. I really just want to hear the game. So for those of you who are watching and just enjoying the game and don't really want to hear me talk for like eternity, I'm going to go ahead and allow certain moments or just here and there blocks where you just hear the game itself and not me talking over it. Looking around, I'm seeing that there is a wide variety of blocks, and I also see that there is an emerald in there. Yup, 4 emeralds. That's awesome. Okay, so that's a good start to my emerald collection. And I will save these cats. Well, no. I'm going to wait to save those cats because I think I'm going to go ahead and grab some fish and probably try and tame those, just because it's much easier if they are trapped because they can't run away from me. So, I don't quite understand that building. It's always kind of weird to me. Excuse me. It's very weird to me because you walk through and like there's water in there, but there's nothing really else. And I guess in a way it's like a fishing hut, but it's like a weird fishing hut, you know? I hate sweet berries. I always hurt myself on them, and once you're trapped in them, it's like really, really hard to get out of them. Oh, hello. Thank you. And there's another one in there. Awesome. So, I love the little jellyfish. They're absolutely adorable. But boy, do they hurt when they sting you. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know why I struggled so hard to try and get up into this building. Like, I know I can't jump up 2 blocks, but I tried anyway. Some of the way the buildings spawn is just... It's so confusing. Like, none of the villagers are going to be able to use that building because they can't even get up into the building. So what's the point? Oh, awesome. Yep, thank you. We'll go ahead and... I think I'm probably going to stick with the gold. Honestly, just because of the mending, I'm going to stick with the gold. But I will definitely be wearing this chest plate over my leather chest plate. And I'm just going to go ahead and leave the leather chest plate just because I don't care about it right now. And no one's going to steal it. So, no one else is in the world but me. And I'm probably going to break it down anyway when I tear apart the village. So, I'll get it back. Like I said, I'm going to have short bursts where I'm not speaking as much, so I think I'm going to go ahead and explore the village and let you all see that exploration without me talking your ear off. So enjoy the exploration of the village. Not gonna lie, I was really hoping I was going to be able to use the waystone, but then I realized that it takes an entire a level to travel, and I don't even have half a level, so that's great. So I guess that'll have to wait. My game was lagging just a little bit, so we had to kind of try and figure that out. But I'm all good now. I'm thinking once I make sure that everything has been emptied and that my inventory is also cleared, I think I'm probably going to try and get one of those cats. Because like I said, that was one of my goals. I've already crossed off 2 of my goals for the day. The building location has been found, and I have gotten a good amount of iron. I mean, 7 pieces is really good. And I do know that I also have some nuggets, and I believe I only have enough nuggets to do a single piece of iron. So 8 pieces of iron is really good. I can make a bucket, I can make shears, I can make a pickaxe with that, or an axe, or a sword and shovel. Like, it gives me a lot more things that I can make with that. I also haven't done any mining, so that's just iron that I have found obviously in all of these chests, which is amazing because I also know that I can probably trade for iron if I decide that I do not want to go mining, which is still up for debate. I have not decided yet if that is something that I would like to do, or at least not within the first couple of episodes. I definitely plan on going mining, obviously, just because it does need to be done. I do want to find diamonds, and the best way to do that is, of course, mining. I am currently searching for fish, but the waters are very sparse. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the ones that I find, and hopefully there'll be enough for these cats. My goal is obviously to get a single cat, but if I can get more than that, that would be fantastic. Honestly, I should probably make a fishing pole, but at the same time, I don't really want to, so we'll just do it the old-fashioned way for now, which is just getting my hands dirty on getting these fish. Of course, I have to watch also my breathing, and that is something that I struggle with, so fingers crossed I do not drown while trying to get this fish. With how much squid is in this water, I wish that I could feed the cats calamari and tame them that way, but I'm afraid I can't, so I'm going to go ahead and leave all of the squid, and I'm probably going to come back for them later, just so that I can use their meat to make different dishes and food for myself, but for now I am just mainly focusing on the fish and trying not to drown. This is probably not the most efficient way to get fish to tame a cat, and I 100% probably should have just made a fishing rod, because I'm pretty sure I can use cotton to make string to make a fishing rod. But at this current moment, I do not believe that that popped in my head at all. I really just wanted to do it the hard way, which you will learn quickly that that is the way I do the majority of things. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and try and trap some of these villagers just because they are already in the buildings for the night. I would like to trap them in as little amount of buildings as possible, so I'm definitely going to go through all of the work of adding beds to the buildings and trapping them that way. I believe I can fit like 2 to 3 villagers in each building, so I'll definitely get on that. For now, I am very heavily focused on getting this cat, so that's what I'm going to put all of my energy into at this moment. I hope they haven't despawned yet. That is the only thing, because I do know they despawn quite quickly. But they also spawn just as quickly. So, that must have been a zombie or something. Excuse me, sir. We're gonna go ahead and grab this cat. I know there was 2 cats in here, but, guess one of them despawned. That's okay, we'll go ahead and take this baby with us. If he will follow us, that is. I closed those not because I was trying to trap him, but because I was hoping that he would teleport to me. But he doesn't appear to want to do that, so I guess we're going to do it the hard way, and we are just going to try and get him out of there by knocking all of these down and hope that he follows us. Good job, bud. You almost got it. Go on. You got it. Thank you. My goodness, and I am definitely putting these back up because I want to trap the villagers that way, apparently. Yep, good job, guys. Awesome. Where'd my cat go? Cat? Where? He's not back in there. I don't know where he went. Okay, never mind. I forgot that they really like the beds. Okay, so he's going to come with me this way. Hopefully he keeps up with me. Or not. Maybe this is going to be harder than I thought. I don't remember cats being this hard. I remember them staying with me, but I guess not. Maybe it's the dogs that stay with me. He probably went into another building and got onto another bed. I'm going to have to destroy all these beds just so my cats don't keep going into buildings. Okay. Or he just decided he wanted to try and go into the building through the back. My dude, come on. Thank you. Sit. Stay. Jeez. I think I'm going to call it there, honestly. Because I've done a lot. I've reached all of my goals. I found my building location. I got my cat. I got my iron. So, I think that's it for me, y'all. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, comment, subscribe. You know, let me know what you would like to see, if there's anything new. Drop a name suggestion for the cat. I'm going to go with a magenta collar, so I'm going to say it's probably a she. It definitely feels like a she. So, yeah, just give me some name suggestions. The weirder the better. I love weird cat names. And even if it's not a weird name, you know, the highest voted cat name will definitely win as well. If you all enjoyed this video, please, you know, go and watch my last one if you didn't, or come and visit for the next one. I'm probably going to tear apart this buildings, but I'm not sure. So, you know, catch you in the next video. Have a great rest of y'all's day. Bye-bye.